take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so deep like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete to open things up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bortles to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lucy. Lucy. 11B.
Throwing is Bortles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 4 down. Hey, 5-0. 11.
On second down, here's Bortles. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Then they got to come up with something big here on third.
Check, 55 to Mike. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep working. 76, 76.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Lucy.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, 11B. Mike 39, Lucy.
Now Bortles again. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Check. Move.
Now Bortles. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Newton. Pushing his way through. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A spin, and now running right through it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mike. Lucy. Throw that. 3 inside.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And an alley to run. Shreds the tackle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bird. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hey. Gun, gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. A dump off for Davis. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
20.
Newton on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Newton now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Newton. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Mostert, and an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Spread right, 72.
Bortles now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Spread right, snap. Move.
Bortles will try again on second down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw, it's Bortles. Shedding through the defense. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On play action, now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
20.
Throwing again is Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks under pressure, and they got to him again.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Newton. complete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. The open man is Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Newton keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On second down, here's Newton. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Lucy. 11B. 372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now in Jacksonville. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. from the gun. Newton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Hey. Do something. Gun.
Here's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lucy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. Move. Green is right. 55 is my guy. 55. Lucy. Green is it.
Throwing is Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Move.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Bortles again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
11.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From his goal line here, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
72.
From midfield, here's Bortles. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas.
On 1st down, Osweiler. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11B.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Now Bortles, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's Scarborough again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.